after you create your system, you'll want to take a look at some reports. So I'll go up here and I'll click the A button, and that'll open up the A group pinning. And these windows are they're called the report editors, and they're pretty much like a word processor. It gives you the tools to copy, paste, make your text bold, italics, underline. You can even add color to your reports. I'll show you some of the reports here in just a minute, but first let me jump over here to the description database, and I want to enter some descriptions so you can kind of see how they'll fit in. So to do that, I'll just click the description database button and click the column view, and I'll put my cursor in the first key description field, and I'll type Rick's office. I'll move down here, and you may have noticed that we have some preset buttons over to the side here: in use, do not use, lost key, date, that type of thing. I'll click it a couple times to give you an idea how it works. Makes your entries really fast. You have a lost key right here. Then I'll jump up here and close this window for now, and you'll notice that our current report doesn't reflect the descriptions that we just put in. So we have a refresh button right here. I'll just click the refresh button, and you'll notice that our descriptions have appeared. Now if you look up here, we have a drop-down list of several reports to choose from: key tracking, master key, worksheets, that type of thing. Let me just show you a couple of them for now. I'll go to the key tracking. Now once you change your report, I could come over here and click the A button again, and that would display that report in a different window. But I only need one window, so in that case what I'd normally do is I'd just click the refresh button again, and that will refresh this window with whatever report you have selected. So if you notice on this report, the key tracking, you have a key ID, you have the key cuts, and you have the description there. Now if I was to go up for the description report, maybe for a customer, click refresh again, you'd see that it just has the key ID and the description. So that's how you change your reports and work with reports. We'll go back to pinning for now. And I want to show you the master key report. When you're running the master key report, you probably don't want it just on the A group, B, C, or D. We've just been working with the A group here. You'd want to report on all. So I would click the all button here to display all groups with the master key report. And I'll move it up here and open it up a little bit so you can see it all. And this gives you an idea of how many masters or how many change keys you have under each submaster key. So if you look at this just quickly, you'll see that you have an A master at the top, and then you have AA, AB, AC, and AD below it. Now this A master will open anything that these masters will open. And just to kind of briefly show you, the AA master will open all of these keys that start with AA. And then when you get down here, they'll turn to AB, and the AB master will open all of those. And you could scroll down through all of these groups to see how many usable change keys you have in each one, or you could just look on the report here, and it shows you that on the AB or on the AA master you have 57 usable change keys right here, and on the AB you have 57, 45, and 42 for these four different groups here. Now in your printed reports, of course, you'll have a header at the top of here, which at the top of each column describes what it is, that these are usable change keys, your master key cuts, and what it is. And the same with your pinning report, your key ID, your change key, your bottom pins, and your master pins, and it tells you that on the headers. But let's just go ahead and try to do a scenario where you have two different groups, say sales team A and sales team B, and they each have like 4 or 5 people on their sales team, but they have separate areas, and they want each leader to have a master key for the group. So I'd take maybe sales team A, and I'd give him this master key right here, the AA master, and I would put his people, we'll say that's Office 1, 2, and 3 that he's using. And then for the other group, Sales Team B, I'd choose this AB master right here. And you can see that you have plenty of usable change keys for each of those groups that you need like that. So I would just jump over here, go ahead and go to the description database again, and I would come down here till I got to the AB group right there, and I'll just use my speed buttons, 3, 4, and let's see, we'll use 5 of them, and close that out. Now if I refresh my report over here, it should show that we've used AB1 through AB5 for Sales Team B, and we're using AA1 through AA3 for Sales Team A. And like I say, each one of those department heads has their own master key that will open the master keys for their team members. And then we'll say that there's a sales manager that's in charge of both of these departments. And of course he wants one key that's going to open everybody's office in both of these groups. So the key for that would be this A master key right up here. And it's going to open all of the groups, AA, AB, AC, and AD. And so that's just one group that we've gone through. You've got the B group, the C group, and the D group in this case. But that should give you a pretty good idea how to use these reports.